എന്ത് ജോസഫ് പോയോ?
ജോസഫ് ഉണ്ട്, തുറന്നു.
ഓക്കെ,
Okay.
എന്നാ തുടങ്ങിക്കോ, തുടങ്ങിക്കോ. റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ അല്ലേ? എന്നാ തുടങ്ങിക്കോ. ഞാനിപ്പോ മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. ഞാൻ എന്റെ വരുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്തോളാം.
Okay.
അപ്പൊ
So,
എല്ലാവരും വീഡിയോ ഓൺ ചെയ്ത് വെക്ക്.
okay, let me start. But what got us here, what get us the? How many of you believe that the same processes that brought success in the past will guarantee success in the future? In today's fast changing world, standing still is not an option. And Elite Financial Solutions is at a crossroads where transformation is not just an opportunity, it's a necessity. Today, we are here. I am Farzana Pasha Jahangir, and we, as a team of four from Group 2, will be taking you through the Elite Financial Solutions transformation through DevOps, which can empower EFS to gear up in a competitive landscape. So let me quickly share my screen. Okay, so I believe everybody can see my screen.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you. So before moving on, let me give you a quick overview of today's session. So I will be giving you introduction and the key issues identified, and Shiron will be taking over the proposed solution. Shiron and Joseph will be taking over, and the implementation roadmap, expected outcomes, and recommendations with conclusion will be given by Martin. So, as you can see here, EFS is going through lots of challenges, and the first challenge, the most important challenge, is like operational inefficiencies in finance and software development. So the poor communication and declining morale. So here our objective is to propose a DevOps transformation strategy to address these issues, basically the finance and software development. So the key issues that we identified, the first one is finance operations. From finance operations, it's like there is outdated workflows and there are isolated teams. The teams are having poor communication, so there they got stuck. And the second one is like software development. With regards to that, there is like insufficient testing and hurried deployments, which are having challenges with these. They are facing challenges with hurried deployments. And the third one, organizational challenges like resistance to change, poor communication, and lack of security awareness. The fourth one, when coming to employees, there are like frustration because of the internal politics and so, and they are like there is low trust among departments. So we are proposing the solution with our DevOps knowledge. We are proposing the solution with DevOps transformation. The core practices that we will be here will be the continuous integration and deployment, CI/CD pipelines. And the second one is like we will be giving the phases of DevOps cycle, which will be a great breakthrough here. The third one is like automation tools tailored for finance and development teams. So these all will be taken over by Shiron. Handing over to Shiron.
Hi. As Farsana explained, there were a lot of problems or key issues identified by the organization. And the proposed solution here is actually DevOps transformation through a effective CI/CD pipeline. So the goal of implementing CI/CD pipeline is to automate and optimize the software delivery pipeline. CI/CD pipelines can be established by GitLab or Jenkins, and Docker and Kubernetes can be used for containerization progress, for containerization process, and testing tools like Selenium, JUnit, and Postman can be incorporated with CI/CD tools like Jenkins to do effective testing. So in the next slide, you can see that there is various development DevOps phases which has been described, like plan, create, verify, package, release, configure, and monitor. So the ideology behind this is, rather than going for manual deployments and rather without working in a centralized repository, when CI/CD comes into place, there will be continuous integration to a centralized repository called GitHub, and also the DevOps tools will help, like DevOps tools like Jenkins and containerization tools like Docker and Kubernetes can help in effective deployment, or continuous deployment and continuous delivery. So that is the proposed solution here. In the next slide, we can see that there are various DevOps tools that has been used. Like in DevOps, we have various cloud computing platforms such as Azure, AWS, and we can see continuous integration tools like JIT, and ticket management system like or agile work systems like Jira, and containerization tools like Docker, and also we have CI/CD tools like Jenkins, Puppet, and Bamboo. So these are the various DevOps tools that can be used for CI/CD. So in by using this, software developers can work as a team. They can collaborate and they can contribute simultaneously to the project. And in the next slide, we can see that there is automation. There are various automation and tools. So, as it is a financial organization, rather than going for existing systems like Tally or other accounting software, we can use accounting systems like SAP, Oracle Financials, and we can integrate Slack or Teams for notifications so that it can effectively, enhance the organization. And in case of development, as I have explained before, we can integrate various testing tools with Jenkins, such as Selenium, Postman, so that automated testings are done, and we don't have to rely on manual testings all the time. And we can effectively, in a DevOps engineer point of view, a DevOps engineer can create the infrastructure by using Terraform, and deployment can be done by using tools like Ansible. And regarding the security and compliance, where we can have various DevSecOps security operations tools such as Aqua Security, OWA, SPSAP, and we can incorporate regular compliance audits to meet the future financial requirements. So this is the proposed CI/CD implementation for the particular solution for the particular problem that we are facing here. And I welcome my colleague Martin to speak about the statistical analysis and take over the presentation.
Thank you. അല്ല എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായില്ല ഇനി ആരും സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യേണ്ട ആരും Okay, I'm going to talk about the statistical analysis of our project, and we have divided that into two, that is financial efficiency and deployment success. When we talk about the financial efficiency, the budget approval before pre-automation was about 10 days, and after post-automation we got it reduced to about 3 days. That's about approximately about 70% improvement, which is a significant amount. And when we talk about the deployment success, the failures before CI/CD was 30% of its releases, and failures after CI/CD is about 5%, which is also a great amount of decrease from what we have seen. And when we talk about the feedback mechanisms, we have detected about 3 feedback mechanisms. That is internal feedback, external feedback, and continuous improvement. In internal feedback, bi-weekly meetings can be held to find out this, to gather significant insights from teams. Use tools like Jira for tracking and prioritizing issues. And when we talk about the external feedback, customer satisfaction surveys can be held to improve its automation. And real-time performance monitoring via Neuralink or Diatrans can be held. And when we talk about the continuous improvement, create feedback loops to we can create feedback loops to refine the processes based on collected data. And the next topic is postmortem procedures, and our objective is to learn from incidents without assigning blame to the people and which can be deducted into key steps such as conduct a blameless postmortem after every major incident. That is first. identify root causes using tools like fishbone diagrams or 5 Eyes. The second is document the findings in a central repository for future reference. The third is update standard operating procedures or SOPs based on lessons learned. The fourth is share insights across teams to prevent recurrence and foster learning. And for this, we have to create a DevOps best practices. That is, create a good team culture. Frequent updates should be kept in, and frequent monitoring and learning and development and automation are required for the best DevOps practices. And in experimentation, key practices for innovations are feature flags, A/B testing, fail fast mindset, and objective. And that is in feature flags, we should enable selective rollout of new features to specific users. A/B testing, that is to test variations of a feature to determine the better performer. And in fail fast mindset, encourage experimentation by accepting and learning from failures quickly. The objective is that drive continuous improvement and innovation without fear of disrupting the existing systems. And in the implementation roadmap can be done in 4 phases. That is, in phase 1 is assessment and planning, which is about 1 to 2 months. And phase 2 is to selection and setup, that is about 3 to 4 months. And phase 3 is pilot rollout, that is about 5 to 6 months. And phase 4 is full implementation, that is 7 to 12 months. So in about 1 year, the whole phases can be completed. And the next is expected outcomes, which will be conducted by Martin.
Well, talking about the accepted outcomes by using CI/CD pipelines and all, first we will improve the efficiency. That involves faster invoicing and budgets approvals, and improvements. It's collaborations which can be used to a better communication across the team. And talking about the quality, it will reduce the number of deployment failures by using CI/CD pipelines and all. And talking about the morale, it will improve the employee satisfactions and all. And talking about the resilience, it's scalable systems for the future growth, as we can improve the server load and everything in the future. And talking about the recommendations, it's all about team collaboration and team involvement for the project. And by changing the management also we can improve it. By using metrics and key performance indicators, we can improve all these things. And talking about the conclusion, in conclusion, DevOps will DevOps Transform will address the EFC's challenges, and also it will help to improve the communication and enhance the software reliability, and also a collaborative work environment in which we can collaborate with the team members. And this strategy ensures long-term success for the efforts in the competitive market. So it's all about the assessment. Thank you.
So anybody have questions, you can ask, or we will conclude here, right?
No more questions. So I thank Professor and I thank all the teammates for this wonderful study and presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, team. Bye bye.